It was a typical Tuesday night in the Thompson household. The aroma of roast chicken and potatoes filled the air. Mom, Dad, and their two kids, Emily and Ethan, gathered around the table. The TV news played in the background. Usually it was just background noise. Not tonight.
The lead story was about new U.S. tariffs on Canadian goods.
Dad nearly choked on his mashed potatoes.
Did they just say tariffs?
He sputtered. Mom, a history teacher, nodded grimly.
It seems our neighbors to the south are at it again.
She explained how tariffs were like taxes on goods crossing the border. This would make Canadian products more expensive in the U.S.
So, American shoppers might buy less of our stuff.
Ethan, a hockey fanatic, chimed in.
What about my favorite Canadian-made hockey stick? Will it cost more now?
The news went on to show Canadian businesses worried about the tariffs. Farmers, lumberjacks, and factory workers all stood to lose. A knot of unease settled in everyone's stomach. This wasn't just about economics, it felt personal. These were their fellow Canadians being impacted. The Thompson family, raised on stories of Canadian unity and resilience, knew they had to do something.
We can't just sit here, but we have to support our own.
The very next Saturday, the Thompsons embarked on a different kind of shopping trip. They called it their True North shopping spree. Instead of their usual big box stores, they headed for local businesses. First stop, a farmer's market bustling with activity.
Think globally, act locally, right?
She said with a grin. Ethan, initially skeptical, was soon won over by the sight of freshly made beaver tails. The air was filled with the sweet scent of maple syrup. They loaded up on local produce, honey, and homemade jams. Next up, a charming bookstore owned by a kindly old woman. Ethan found a graphic novel about a Canadian superhero. Emily picked up a collection of Margaret Atwood poems. Even Dad, usually glued to his phone, got caught up in the moment. He purchased a vintage hockey book, its pages filled with Canadian legends. The True North shopping spree wasn't just about one day. It sparked a change in their lifestyle. Out went the imported breakfast cereal, replaced by Canadian-made granola. American sodas were banished from the fridge, making way for Quebec sparkling water. They even switched to Canadian-made clothing brands. Emily was now the proud owner of a Roots sweatshirt. Ethan sported a Tilly hat on their outdoor adventures. At first, it felt like a small act of defiance, but with every purchase, their sense of pride grew. They learned about Canadian companies they never knew existed. They discovered the high quality and craftsmanship of Canadian-made products. Their home became a testament to Canadian ingenuity. They proudly displayed their Canadian purchases. Maple syrup took center stage on the kitchen table. A Hudson's Bay blanket adorned their living room couch. They even put up a Canadian flag on their front porch. One evening, while grocery shopping, the Thompson family encountered a skeptical cashier. He looked at their cart piled high with Canadian products and raised an eyebrow.
Having a Canada Day sale, are we? He chuckled.
Instead of feeling self-conscious, Emily puffed up with pride. Mom, we're supporting Canadian businesses, she declared. The cashier seemed taken aback by her conviction. He mumbled something about it being a drop in the bucket. That's when Dad stepped in.
It's not about the size of the action, he said, his voice firm. It's about standing up for what you believe in.
The cashier, seemingly touched by his sincerity, nodded silently. As they left the store, Ethan noticed a Canadian flag pin on the cashier's shirt. He couldn't help but smile. Maybe they had planted a seed, however small. The experience fueled their resolve. They realized that every dollar they spent was a vote for Canadian jobs. The news cycle moved on, but the Thompson family's commitment to buying Canadian didn't waver. They even inspired friends and neighbors to follow suit. One day, a news report caught their attention.
The U.S. president, in a moment of audacity, suggested that Canada should just join the U.S.
The Thompsons were outraged.
Join them, Ethan scoffed. We have our own identity, our own values.
The suggestion only strengthened their resolve. They realized that their commitment to Canadian businesses wasn't just about economics. It was about preserving their Canadian identity. It was about celebrating their values of inclusivity, tolerance, and social responsibility. Values they felt were increasingly at odds with their neighbors to the south. They knew that Canada wasn't perfect, but it was home. And they would stand up for it, one Canadian-made product at a time. The Thompson family story is a simple but powerful reminder of the strength of conviction. It's a testament to Canadian resilience and the enduring power of community. It's a story about standing up for what you believe in, even when it means making small sacrifices. It's about understanding that true patriotism isn't just about waving a flag, it's about supporting your fellow citizens and taking pride in all things Canadian.